I could tell you a time when console warring by developers was a way of them getting ahead for free marketing. Going the route of PlayStation while dogging on Xbox, they believed would win them much favor. And even when challenged and they said the Xbox's SSD was too slow, asking them about direct storage, well, we didn't really think of that because we're not interested in an Xbox version. We want to put it on PlayStation, and because we can't market the game, well, we're gonna console war and just say that Xbox can't play this game. It never really did end well for them. But you know what? Times like these call for desperate measures. And we all know that when you console war as a publisher or a developer, it just doesn't end well. How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another video. And as you can see, there's a bit of news going around online at the moment, and it's really weird, right? It's really weird because apparently an indie developer who's made a game for Windows 4 years ago that no one has heard of, literally no one. Anyone that I've spoken to had no idea that this game even existed on Steam. It just kind of came and died and no one cared about it. It got a few sales, but that's about it, right? But now that they were trying to release it on consoles, it looks like it still wasn't getting the traction it needed. So what's the next best thing to do? They're going to release a blog update and say, Xbox bad, Xbox is horrible, Xbox X, Y, and Z, just to get that free marketing, that free market awareness. When has console warring worked for anyone? When has indie games done well on PlayStation? I mean, Idea Xbox has been one of the best things to come out of Xbox in terms of developer support. They have been absolutely amazing. The few people that I've spoken to who are indie developers absolutely adore them. They couldn't do half the stuff that they could do without the aid and support from Idea Xbox and Microsoft. So to turn around and tell me that there is multitude of problems, I'm sorry, but I'm going to call BS. But you know what? Let's not just take my word for it, right? Let's actually go through what's actually going on and see for ourselves. Phase shift! Alright, we're in the bottom corner just over here. So, yep. Alright, so this is the post that I'm talking about. Haak, the Haak game. We are deeply sorry that we failed to meet the expectations of all Xbox players. Haak will not be coming to Xbox. Thank you. Thank you very much for your help and attention. However, during the process of getting our game on Xbox, we encountered numerous obstacles. What seemed like a simple procedure turned into a nightmare due to many bugs in the Microsoft Partner Center, preventing us from successfully completing account registration. Even Microsoft support service system had bugs, making it impossible to initiate inquiries about our issues. I'm sorry, I just don't believe it. This is simply unbelievable for developers. We informed Idea Xbox. I mean, how many developers out there do you know that's actually complained about this? And they're trying to group in other developers. Anyway, we informed Idea Xbox about our predicament, but they were powerless to help as it apparently falls outside of their scope of responsibility and seems to be a Microsoft issue. Now, there is nothing that Idea Xbox cannot do, right? They can escalate this to the right department. They can inquire to see if there's anything that can be done. There is absolutely things that they can do. So to say that they can't is a bit, I've had problems with my Xbox account and the team that I was talking to couldn't deal with it. But you know what? They escalated it. They got me through to the right people. They actually helped me. And, it took a little while, but because a third party was involved in this situation, but they got it resolved. It went through multiple channels, but we got there in the end. So to say that there's absolutely nothing they can do and they're completely powerless and unable to help, I just don't buy it. In reality, porting the Xbox version of our game would have taken less than 2 weeks, but we had spent over 14 months trying to apply for game publication. I just don't think they've applied at all. And complete Microsoft Partner Identity registration. This experience has been terrible because we can feel the enthusiasm from the Xbox community players. Can you see how he's playing on, or he or she is playing on the, the emotions of the Xbox gamer while also trying to drag in that console warring side? I'm getting flashbacks of, the whole quantum era, right? You need that magical SSD in order for it to work. And we have been working with Microsoft and trying to get it to resolve, but we didn't bother using the tools that they have that would actually make it work. No, we're not going to do any of that because that would actually make the game work. No. What we're going to do is, enrage the community to go Xbox bad and try to turn against them. Yet we struggle to resolve the problems at hand. Although we very much want to share Haak's adventure story with more players, our development funds are extremely tight. You've done nothing! Literally nothing! Putting forward an application doesn't cost money. I'm sorry. What have you spent? What have you spent? Something that would take 2 weeks to port? And we can't afford to wait any longer. You've waited 14 months sitting on your laurels doing absolutely nothing. Get out of here. We've ultimately decided to abandon the Xbox platform release. You abandoned the Xbox platform as a release 14 months ago, and you're just coming out now making up some story to make it real. We deeply regret this outcome. No, you don't. You're doing this purposefully to get market awareness, to get PR, and to get, console warring out of this, to make sure that the social channels are going at it, and I'm going to show you it's actually worked. As a result, we've ultimately decided to abandon. We deeply regret, but we've truly done our best. To be honest, this is the first time since we started developing games that we've felt such enthusiastic support from players. So apparently all the times that they've made games, they've never felt the support, they've never felt enthusiastic fans, they've never felt people actually wanting their games, but this one time the Xbox fans want the game and they can't be bothered to actually go through the process of actually registering. Now they're going to use that against them and try to build traction around this game, and maybe, and just maybe, they're holding out for that Game Pass money. That's what it is. It could very well be. This has convinced us that the Xbox community must be truly amazing. Can you see how they're going about this? We love it. I mean, all they could have said here was, we've tried to work with Microsoft to get this to work, it couldn't work, and we've had to part ways. They don't need to say anything else, but they're going through this in such a systematic and detailed manner that you can smell the bullshit. We're incredibly grateful to all the Xbox players who have offered support and assistance. Mate, no one knew it existed! So this is what I said on social media. No offense to this developer, but no one would throw away a port they did. Now, obviously, they said it would take 2 weeks, and they've been trying for 14 months. I guess they've just been sitting on their asses for 14 months. That doesn't make sense. They've done something. This is also the first time ever we have heard Idea Xbox being this bad. Nothing but good comes from that team. This is starting to reek of Quantum Error and Wukong. Publisher, devs, whatever you want to name them, console warring to try and get traction, which it has worked, right? I'm making this video, so it has worked. The awareness, now a lot more people are aware of this game, right? So by going this route, they gained free advertising, free marketing awareness, and console warring for social media awareness. Can you see how making one post like this just enamors them to go into the spotlight? This game was released 4 years ago, and yet this is the first time anyone I've spoken to has heard about it, and now you've got a bunch of Xbox supposed fanboys going mental and saying that, oh, this is definitely Xbox bad, definitely. Shut the hell up. When, for all we know, an Xbox port was never in the works anyway, and they just wanted Sony to notice them. That's the big one, right? Maybe I'm being too cynical, but this reeks of just a fake news. If this is how I mentioned above, then good luck to them. And then you've got this over here, right? You've got, rather than making memes on social media, because obviously Hazardor Gaming has had a hate stick for Microsoft for quite a while now. Anything that Microsoft does, this channel absolutely has a stick for them. I can't remember the last time they posted a single positive news about Xbox. Even the fact that Microsoft worked diligently to make sure that Tango Gameworks actually found a new home, that was still my Xbox bad. Social media Xbox should focus on fixing its development issues. This is embarrassing. Like, I support this message by Jay Franz. I think the message is hold off making memes and cute videos until the house is in order. And I'm like, I can't believe any of you are falling for this fake PR. Seriously, what is happening? Why is it that Xbox content creators are just so whimsical? Do you know what? I've not always agreed with C Money and Doodle. I will tell you this up front. I respect their opinion, and I will not say anything bad about it. I've not always agreed with what they say, but that's the beauty of about a human relationship. You can not agree with something, but still be civil about it, and still have a good communication and a good friendship along the way. But maybe they're actually onto something here, right? Maybe, just maybe, they're actually onto something here with the majority of these people. Because the moment anything happens that's negative for Xbox, gotta get in there, buddy. Just gotta get in there. I mean, this is crazy, right? Not sure what the social media team has to do with ID Xbox, but if they are in the position to help, sure. Like, this is stupid. This is absolutely stupid. And here's the one that actually comes to kick on. You got Karim over here as well. What the hell is Microsoft doing? How are they trying to win at gaming? Mate, you didn't even know this game existed before it even you heard of this. Don't start with all this rubbish. There was literally zero chance of you buying this game. It's not on Game Pass, so hardly anyone would have bought it, right? It's number one. Number one, no one would have bought this because they don't know it exists. It came out 4 years ago. Anyway, at least PC gaming has amazing Xbox support. There's a little thing, right? There's this little dig at Xbox as well. But whatever. Then we have this. Don't fall for this. Blah, blah, blah. This is 101. And I said, no one heard of, and now you do. Where is it? This is 101 console warring tactics to get the community vocal on a game literally no one heard of, and now you do. Think about it for a second, and you'll know I'm right. You're right on the part that I had no idea what this game was, and now you do, because you looked it up, yes? Mission accomplished. Yes, first thing I did, and I was like, when was this announced? Released 4 years ago on PC, buddy! Oh, wow. Lord have mercy. Right? That's the point, right, chat? That's the point. The reality is, this game was available 4 years ago, and no one, including myself, heard of it. And the developer and publisher knew that it's getting no traction, they've got no money for marketing, they're not getting that Game Pass money, so what's the one thing they can do that will actually get them views, traction, advertising, media PR, the whole shebang to talk about them? Xbox bad. And I'm just getting so tired of this. And then you've got big Xbox creators, and whatever, man. You got big Xbox creators coming out and then saying, oh, this is embarrassing for Xbox. Xbox needs to stop doing what they're memeing and Hammer actually use a brain, a semblance of that brain cell and actually realize what's going on. And all of you are being played for absolute muppets. And you're being taken for a fool. You're being used and manipulated and made a pawn in a bigger game when this game probably had no intention of coming to Xbox. But Xbox bad. And the first thing people do for a game that they didn't hear of, never heard of, had no intention of playing, didn't even know of its existence, oh, Xbox has got to do better than this. Even if this game came out, I actually do like the way it looks. It's actually of a genre that actually does appeal to me. But even if it does come out, I refuse to buy it. And I will not buy it. Not now. Not even if it was given to me, on sale for a penny. Now, if you want to give it to me for free, whatever. But I will not pay a single dime for it. And if it goes on Game Pass, I still won't play it because you're going to get money for it. Simple as that. But the only way I will even consider touching this is if I get it free of charge. I ain't paying that publisher developer a single penny because they don't deserve it. And Xbox creators, grow a backbone. Seriously. Maybe see money and do the work are onto something. Maybe the flip-flopping is getting to a point now where it's getting stupid. I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comment section below, because I think this is actually now getting beyond stupid. Having an outrage for a game you've never heard of, didn't know existed 4 years ago, but now that they're utilizing Xbox bad PR, you have? When has Idea Xbox been bad? When has their indie department been bad? They have been one of the cornerstones, the milestones of greatness that Xbox has had, pushing out, supporting developers, enriching publishers to come out and do this. They've been fully funding games as long as they're going on to Game Pass. I mean, they're not going to do it for free, right? But they've been fully funding games, removing that cost. Descenders has been enjoying a wealth of, resources. By going on Game Pass, they flourished. Microsoft covers their cost. They put the game on Game Pass, but it gets the advertising out there that this game is available. So those that are on PlayStation or on Steam know about the game. Microsoft handles all of that. So you're telling me that a company like this, that has been working amazingly in the background for indie developers, is going to come out and do something like this? I don't believe this for a split second. Not one. And the fact that you guys do is a shame on you. Use that brain God gave you, and you'll see this for exactly what it is. Fake PR news to get media traction, social media awareness, and console warring. That's it. We've seen it happen with Quantum Error when it got a nice 40 out of 100. Those developers disappeared real quick. Apparently they're working on the second one. Who knows? Whatever. But let's see how it's going to work out for these guys. I really hope that PlayStation gamers after this actually go buy it, because if they don't, well, was it worth it? Because this platform would have actually bought your game. They would. But that platform? When has indie games ever done well on PlayStation? You tell me. Right, folks, that's the video. Thanks so much. I'll see you in the next one.